Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Football Talk. Alright guys, your boy is back with another reaction, and in this one we got EA just dropped a game-changing update for Madden 25. Oh my goodness, I'm here for it. I cannot wait to see what this update has. Let's see. Let me think what Mike can have. By the way, sorry if you hear cars and stuff going by. I open up my window. Let's see. New face scans possibly, or like updated face scans. Oh, I think that's what this one's gonna have in it, and more of course, but I think that's gonna be the main thing that's gonna be like really being able to be shown in this one. But without further ado though, let's jump right into this.
EA Sports just dropped a massive update for Madden 25, by far the biggest update of the year. They fixed a bunch of the meta and cheesy stuff on defense that was dominating the game.
Oh, this is even bigger update than I thought.
Franchise mode, they added stuff to the game like new equipment, face scans, and they even finally put back the custom playbooks for online head-to-head, which I know a lot of people have been asking for the last 2 months. So this is going to be probably a little bit of a longer video. There's a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to go over everything that changed.
Oh, this definitely is a longer video.
And everything in between. Now, if you're new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any of these important updates, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on, because they update the game multiple times a month and you don't want to miss out on any of these important videos. So let's first start with the gameplay. Gameplay got a very significant update today. And first we got to start with...
Oh, we got gameplay updates?
Box call logic to cover 4 quarters and cover 4 palms to better defend passes out of bunch formations, which is huge. And it says here the box check is a zone check made by the defense in cover 4 match plays versus bunch and tight formation. It intends to have 4 defenders box in 3 receivers. It is a zone match concept, so coverage defenders will initially read the play while they drop into their zones and then match up in man coverage on the receivers who enter their zone. Now, this is one of the reasons that bunch and tight formations can be hard to stop, because the game never has the correct logic out of these match coverages to properly stop.
Oh, I think he talked about this in like the best offensive schemes or something like that.
They also fixed an issue causing deep zone defenders to react inappropriately to pump fakes, leaving receivers wide open deep. This was the pump fake glitch. It kind of caught on over the last week or so. So good to see that they got that fixed very quickly. They fixed an issue causing the deep third hot route to default to the right third by default, regardless of the player's position on the field when using the deep third hot route on the left. The hot route will now appropriately go to the left. Now, this was another huge bug in the game that maybe a lot of people didn't notice, but if you're somebody that makes adjustments on defense, this was a complete pain. Glad that they finally got that fixed.
Yeah, I definitely would not have noticed this, because I did not make any changes on defense.
Too far up the field. They did some tuning to improve outside deep zone defending position, cushioning, and leverage versus corner routes. Another great fix, because those deep zones were just giving up corners way too easily. They also fixed an issue preventing the switch stick delay setting from saving incorrectly after changing it in the gameplay settings menu. Many of you have complained about this. When you would change your switch stick delay, it would just go back to default after changing it. So now that should be fixed.
I'm glad that that's fixed.
Some tuning to reduce the passing accuracy on high throw mechanic on the competitive game style. Another great fix. High balls were completely...
Never actually played competitive game style.
Online gameplay. People would high ball every pass. There should be some risk reward to it. So again,
oh really?
Another really great fix. They fixed an
Makes
issue
sense.
causing the revamped pass meter to show red on a dead-eye perfect throw. They did some tuning to decrease the pass accuracy of mid-tier quarterbacks based on their rating. So I know the sim guys will love that.
Okay, I like that. I like that right there. More accurate.
So that should be good. They fixed an issue causing...
This is way more realistic.
...in the air too long on jumping interceptions, and they fixed an issue causing all the ball carriers to hold the ball in the wrong hand after making a lunging catch. Now we're going to continue on with the rest of the updates, and trust me, there's a bunch of them, but we have to shout out today's video sponsor, Underdog. They've been a huge supporter of the channel, and if you love sports,
shout out to Underdog.
Up to $1,000 in bonus cash to play with, and you just can't beat that. Now, they also did a lot of pre-snap alignment updates today, and some of these are very important. So I'll pop them up on the screen here. Some of these might not mean much to you. Some of these are just about how the...
A lot of these do not mean too much to me, but hey, it's still good to see.
But one of the important ones here, if you go a few bullet points down, it says that they fixed an issue allowing the D-line adjustment slant inside to put multiple rushers through the same gaps. They also did global tuning to D-line shifts on double A gap alignments to reduce unrealistic alignments leading to exploit blitzes. They also did tuning to pre-snap D-line pinch assignment locations in nickel wide. Now, if you play online, you probably know what this is. This is all of the...
Yeah, I don't play online, so I'm not really sure about this.
ways that people will try to sneak a rusher through the line kind of untouched or have them disengage from the blocker very quickly when you're only rushing like 4 players, because you would slant everybody inside and it would kind of confuse the O-line. So now all of those meta style defenses that people were using online, they don't work anymore.
Ooh, I know a lot of people gonna be mad about this, about them fixing the meta. They're gonna find some other way to try to, do the exact same
in order
thing.
to get that glitchy disengage rush from only rushing a few people. So this is actually a very good quality of life fix for the game, because if you like to play online and you don't want to be too sweaty, but you're going up against people that use stuff like this, it can be very frustrating because you don't have much time to pass. So they have fixed a lot of that, as well as some other
Just have fun with the game, guys. Don't beat the
Moving
sweat.
on to the settings and UI, they fixed an issue causing the no clock runoff in online and
Ooh,
ranked games with the
what?
accelerated clock toggled on. This was definitely another issue. Glad that they fixed that. They fixed an issue where the controller would still vibrate after the vibration setting was toggled off. They fixed an issue preventing the
Okay, I
infinite
heard about
domination
this one right
after
there.
subbing
The
players
the
into the
controller
game.
thing.
They fixed a rare issue causing the celebration wheel to get stuck on the screen, and they fixed an issue causing the pass block targeting
I think
line
I
to
might have
sometimes not
seen that one
appear
as
when
well.
entering the pass block assignment menu. That's another very good fix, because if you can't see the correct targeting lines, then you don't even
Yeah,
know
that's
what you're
true.
doing when you're trying to adjust your line. So all of those really good fixes, but the biggest thing so far in
Oh,
this
that yeah,
update
great
is definitely
fixes.
the fixes to defense. They were much needed for about a month
Yeah,
now.
especially if you're.
Playbooks, we got some minor playbook changes here. So they did tuning to
Ooh, all
AI
right.
play
Let's see
call
what these
tendencies
playbooks
to make
got.
AI control
Got.
teams more balanced between run and pass based on real life tendencies. Another one for the sim heads here. I know the sim heads love this, especially in franchise mode. How well will this work though? That's kind
I've
of
never
always
actually
to be
done like
seen,
the
because they
sim.
say this type
No,
of
I
stuff
have.
every year, and it always leaves a lot to be desired. So we'll see how
It's
it
been a
works
minute
now,
though
but good that
since
they're
I
trying
done
to
like
make
the
efforts
sim
to make the AI
modes
teams
and
play
stuff like.
more
I mean, sim
realistic. They
things.
also fixed an issue preventing custom audibles from working correctly when resuming a saved game. They fixed an issue that allowed the same play to be set for multiple custom audibles. They updated various typos and inconsistencies in play names, and they fixed an issue showing a defender with the wrong gap assignment under the 4-3 Sam Crash 3. Now we got some other general gameplay fixes as well. We're still on gameplay. We haven't even gotten to franchise mode or
My
any of that stuff yet.
goodness,
Like I
this
said,
is.
big update
Oh,
on
so they got
franchise mode
franchise.
gameplay.
Yeah,
They fixed a rare
this
issue
is a
causing a
lot.
blocker to sometimes warp backwards on a play action pass. They fixed a rare issue causing
Mm.
players to awkwardly slide across
I
the
think they
field
had
when
that
they
in
try to
last
pick up
year's
after
too,
two
didn't they?
consecutive
With the
physics-based
play
tactical
action.
hit sticks. They also added logic to prevent defenders from instantly disengaging to the outside when giving a slant inside defensive line adjustment, meant to force them to play the gap they have been assigned. So this is kind of another thing that goes along with some of those meta defenses. They did a lot of little things here to try to address the fact that people were glitching the defense, and it seems like so far from what people have tested, like I said earlier, that it seems to have worked. So that's good. Now let's
Oh,
get
this
into the
update is out.
franchise
Oh,
mode. So
okay.
they fixed a bunch of issues
Ooh, there
here.
we go.
It
This
says
my
they
mode
fixed
right
an
here.
issue where non-commissioners could edit the height and weight of players. I feel like that was an issue last year as well, so they had to fix it 2
Yeah, I
years
bet.
in a
Yeah,
row.
wasn't
They
that
resolved
issue?
an
I
issue
thought it
where
was
the
an issue
league
last
leader
year.
displayed incorrect game stats. They resolved an issue where league leaders and stats were not generated correctly on their respective lists. They fixed an issue
Oh, I
where
like that
trading for a
fix.
player and then editing them could update the player's portrait and model to a generated one. So that was a big one from day one. I
Oh,
saw a lot of people complain
damn.
about that. You edit a player and then he just turns to a
Oh,
generic
I ain't
player.
know
So I'm
that
glad they
one.
got that fixed, because that's super annoying. They resolved an issue where names
Very.
of players created on Team Builder team were announced incorrectly during the in-game presentations. They resolved a
Mm,
PC-related
I
issue
can
with
see that like
randomized
being
scoring
a
mock
slip
drafts
up.
during the season. They also fixed a PC issue where the scouting report grade screen briefly appeared after making a pick during the draft. They resolved an issue where the change focus player filter went out of view on the weekly strategy training screen. They fixed an issue where primetime game logos did not appear on the franchise hub after the first season. They resolved an issue where users were taken back to the onboarding select roster screen after backing out from the customized coach screen
What?
before creating a new league. They addressed issues where the
That's a
draft
weird
timer
bug.
continued to operate even when set to off in league settings. They resolved an issue where team builder uniforms failed to load after a disconnection and resuming the
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me just go back right here. Where the draft timer. Just imagine you're like super into franchise mode, right? And like you got a list on your phone or you written it down. 'Cause I just have seen people write it on a piece of paper. Hey, this is who I want. Imagine you set it to off and you think you got all the time in the world, and then you look up, you like, wait, what? That right there, that could cause your whole franchise to be ruined. So I'm really glad that they addressed that issue.
previous game. They removed instances where wrong messages could fire in the messages panel surrounding players winning player of the week, John Coachman, player sacks, and player rushing attempts, and they did some general stability improvements as well. We also got a few things
That
for
is a
superstar
lot.
mode here. They fixed an issue where free agents
Yeah, I got superstar mode too.
They fixed the draft projection logic. They fixed issues with animations in the feature deals store, and they did some general stability improvements as well. For online,
Okay, not as much,
head-to-head,
but
this is the big one
still a
everyone's
lot.
been asking for. Custom playbooks have been re-enabled for online head-to-head, and it says the ability to
Yeah, I
choose
know. I
among
know a lot
different
of people are happy
commentary
about
teams is
that
now
one.
supported. Two very huge things that people
Oh, they
asking
get to
for.
choose the
We knew
different
that the custom
commentary
playbooks were going to
teams.
be re-enabled
Okay,
shortly after the
that's
game
what I'm
dropped,
talking
because they
about.
said before it came out that they were not going to work as soon as the game dropped because they made a bunch of changes to the playbook system, that it would take a few updates before we got it. So we finally have the ability to use those custom playbooks again. I know people are happy about that, and the fact that you could change commentary teams is good as well, because some
Yeah, I
people
love
like
that
one
one.
over the other, so that's good to see. We also got some presentation updates. It says they fixed the location of the broadcast camera for the Dallas Cowboys AT&T Stadium. They fixed the camera angle for the player of the game in Superstar Showdown, and they fixed various issues with camera obstructions. Moving on to the art stuff, the Browns Stadium has been
Oh, this my shit right
that
here.
is something I know people were asking
I think
for. They
no, face
added
scans is
quite
my
a
shit.
few new player likeness face scans. Not really a whole bunch here. There may be more than what's
Oh, I
listed.
want to see them.
Usually there are more than what's listed. So if I
That
do
is
come
true.
across
They
more,
normally do
I'll make a
not
separate video
like list
dealing
all
with
of
who
them.
they have listed right now. We've got
Hopefully, he
Devon
makes it separate
Grant
one.
from the Cowboys. I don't even know if he's played yet this year. I
Ooh,
know he's been hurt. Maybe he's played. I don't think he has though.
has
But
he?
he was really, really big for them last year, so they
I
got
mean, I
him
don't
on the
watch Dallas
Cowboys
Cowboy
now.
games.
Here we
Who
have a
does?
veteran that's been needed for a long time, Daniil Hunter of the Texans,
They
longtime
finally got my
Vikings player. They
boy,
finally
Daniil
got
Hunter,
his
former
face scan
Viking.
in the game, looking good.
I did not
Another
know they never had
veteran
his
that we've
face
been
scan.
needing for a while, Jesse Bates, one of the best, if not
Nah,
maybe
look
the
how
best
good my
safety in the
boy
league. I guess
Bates
it depends on who you
look.
ask. There's a few guys you could probably argue there. Jesse Bates, definitely one of those guys, especially for the last few years. Finally
Definitely.
got his likeness in the game. It's
Ball
finally
hawk
over
for
through.
sure.
And again, sometimes these take a while because players just don't make the effort to get scanned into the game. They don't care that much about it.
Yeah,
So EA
that's
has to go out to
facts.
the facilities, or they try to get them into the office. So some of these veterans, that's why they're not in the game, or it
And
takes
a lot of times they do a lot to avoid them.
Kyron Williams, the young star running back of the Rams. He is now in the game, had a big season last year, has been having a pretty good year so far this year as well, so got his likeness in the game. Somebody for my Saints, finally. I feel like my Saints don't get a lot of player likeness that often. We got Rashid Shaheed, a guy that kind of bursted on the scene the last
Oh,
couple
that's
of
what
years.
he
This
looks
year has
like?
been
I
having
did
a
not
good
know
year.
that's
He's
what
been
he
a
looked
really
like.
big play guy. He
Nah,
finally
that's
gets his
fire.
likeness in
Especially
the
on
game,
the
so I'm glad to
dread.
see that.
Are those
We've got
dreads?
AJ Cole, the punter of the Raiders, one of the better punters in the league. We got him. We don't really
Nah,
see a
that
lot of punters and
mustache
kickers
fire
get
though.
added too often, but lately
He
they've been
kind of remind
upgrading
me
them a
of
little bit
Mitchu.
more than they had been in the past. We're starting to get more of them. Speaking of punters, we've got Brian Anger, the punter of the Cowboys. So
Wait,
again,
that's
they're
what
kind
Brian
of
Anger looks like? Nah, what? He look old and young at the same damn time. I did not know that's what he actually looked like. Wow.
slowly starting to do punters and kickers. They really never did many of them in the
I
past. Like Justin
love to
Tucker was
see
one of
that.
the
You
few that
see,
they had
punters
in the
and kickers
past.
are
Now they're
people
starting to
too.
update and add for these
That's
guys
what
as
I'm talking
well.
about.
And we've got Miles Killebrew of the Steelers, who is a vet. He's
Who?
been in the league a long time as well, and he's not a highly rated guy. So kind of a random guy to get in, especially when you factor in that
Got a
Steelers
cool
fans
last
have been
name.
waiting for guys like Pickens and Harris for so many years. Again, they must just not really care about being in the game. That's why they're not there. Maybe one day,
Probably.
but it's just funny when you see like a very low rated veteran.
Maybe the next
Sometimes just
update.
happens to get a face scan, and this is one of those instances right here. We also got some new equipment. We always love getting new equipment, and this year
Ooh,
they've been
there
doing a
we
good job
go.
with it. We
I ain't
got a
gonna lie,
bunch of
them
face
gloves
masks
look
and some other
nice.
stuff earlier in the year. Now we're getting some new gloves added. We've got the Nike VaporJet 8.0 glove, as you can see here. So love getting new equipment. Love when they stay on
Especially with
top
the
of that.
Chargers
Show
color.
up
I ain't gonna lie.
and dealing
I
with the
really love the
procedure.
Chargers
But
colors
the
though.
last few years they've definitely been doing a better job with this. We've got the Nike Super Bad 7 glove.
Ah,
So
the
trying to stay up
Nike
to
with
date
the
with the latest
yellow.
versions of some of this stuff, or at least I think it's some of the latest versions.
Alright,
I don't
EA.
know, but
Alright,
latest ones
EA. I
they
see
never
what
had
you
in the
doing.
game yet. They also had the Jordan Flylock 2.0 glove. So we got some Nike, got some
I ain't gonna lie,
Jordan.
they go pretty hard too.
We also got some new cleats in the game. We got some Adidas stuff here with the Adidas Impact 2. So if you're, one of those Adidas guys, you like to rep the 3 stripes, you got some new cleats here. You've also
I've
got
never
the
really been a
Adidas
shoes
Electric
guy.
ones,
I'm
so
just
cool
like,
new
whatever
option
one I
there for the
see,
Adidas
if
guys.
I like it, I
Always
like it.
like to see that. We've also got the Jordan
I
Mid
will admit
11.
that the
Love to
Jordans
see
ones are
that. So
really,
we've been
really
having the
fire.
Jordan 11
The
lows
Jordan
for a
cleats,
while. I want
they
to say
go
at
hard.
one point the Jordan Mid or High 11 was in the game years back. Maybe Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it never was. I felt like it was, but maybe not. But regardless, we have it in the game now, which I always thought was kind of funny because for a
Couldn't
lot
tell
of
you.
years, it seems like most of the Jordans that are in the game, you have the low and the mid version. But the 11, for some reason, they only had the low. So now they have the mid. Now, it also says here that
Oh,
they
I did not
adjusted
know
some
that.
captain patches on a few teams that didn't have them. So that has been fixed. And they also fixed an issue causing all three flak jacket options to appear the same in the player editor. So now you should see the different versions of the flak jacket instead of them all looking the same. So again, love to see that they're, taking equipment seriously. They're adding more and more. They've done a pretty good
Yeah,
job
I
so
love to see
far.
that too,
Early
cause
part of this year, doing a
equipment
lot of stuff
is
with the team.
it's
So
so
hopefully they
like
keep adding
nice
more
to
of that.
look at.
And
You
we
know what I
also
mean?
got some audio fixes. I mean, literally every area of this game pretty much got it.
Ooh, let's
Audio
go
fixes.
audio.
Various
Okay.
military bugs or speech can sometimes fire incorrectly for timeouts, incomplete passes, touchdown analysis, player names on imported team builder rosters, post, fumble in overtime, and field goals. They also
I
updated
would
character
expect the
art
team
tracking
builder
Hall of
rosters
changes.
thing,
The
cause like
Brown
that's
Stadium was
customs.
rebranded to the Huntington Bank Field, and also there was
Really?
rebranding of the Commander Stadium to the Northwest Stadium. And it says all songs are now
Oh, I
offered
did
as
not know
full
that was a
EA music
stadium name.
playtests for new players. This includes stadium music, the new Madden theme, and the new Super Bowl theme song. So that's cool as well. And if
What
you're
is
an
the new
Ultimate Team
Super Bowl
player,
3
today
song?
does kick off Season 3 in Ultimate Team. I know a lot of you here don't really care about Ultimate Team, but if you're an Ultimate Team
Yeah,
player, there's a ton
I'll
of
be
new
ultimate.
field passes,
Not an
players,
online player
icons,
in
and all that
general,
good stuff
so
to go after as Season 3 officially kicks off today for Madden. So every area of the game got love today, and you love to see that. Now, if
every
you're also interested in College Football 25, we've got an update for that.
this was a massive update, ladies and gentlemen. Like I saw it say game changing, but I didn't realize it was gonna be like this much. It's crazy. Nah, EA gotta crap it up for him, man. And so the update is already out, or like, cause he said some people have already tested it and like stuff like that. So it must already when it probably went out maybe yesterday. What's today? Today's Wednesday. So yeah, probably yesterday or Monday. It probably went out. This was a lot, man. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. The gloves, fire. Especially with the Chargers color. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's kind of hard to mess up colors with the Chargers. Cause that baby blue, it's just something about that baby blue that's just like, damn, that look good. You know what I mean? It just looks good. But the face scans, they look clean too. I'm so glad they're showing the punters and kickers love. They're people too, ladies and gentlemen. You never hear about 'em when they make the game-winning field goal, but let them miss a couple. Oh my goodness, you DMing them, you're going on their Instagram, you're unliking posts that you liked on the accident. Like, come on now, don't do that. Don't do that. Make it fair. Let's be fair here, okay, guys? I understand that you're upset, but be fair. That's all I got to say. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this reaction. And also, by the time you see this, it will be a new intro. So hopefully, you guys did enjoy the new intro as well. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one.